Is President Muhammadu Buhari in support of Tinubu presidential ambitions? Stay tuned with these particular videos to find out if he's in support or not. Well, the Plan B TV team were able to figure out that the duo have been throwing shade at each other, assuming that the Aso Rock is working against his political ambition to become the president of the country. Well, Tinubu started the whole issues by beefing Buhari and saying that he made Buhari the president. So I want you guys to watch this particular video that triggered the whole issues that changed the mind of the president, Muhammadu Buhari, against him.
Ó tọrọ ọbẹ̀ nìyẹn. Ẹ tí gbọ́ lẹ́nu mi rí láti ibì kankan. Ibi ni tí kò máa sọ yẹn. Kò lè di president. Ó ṣe kìíní olùlẹ̀. Ó ṣe kejì olùlẹ̀. Ó ṣe kẹta olùlẹ̀. Ó tiẹ̀ sọ̀kan lórí tẹlifíṣàn. Pé láyé òun ò tún rán mọ́. Mo dẹ̀ lọ bá ń Kaduna wa rán ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀kún kọ́ lélẹ̀. Àdúró tiẹ̀. Wàá dẹ̀ wọlé. Nǹkan kan ní pé o ò ní fọ̀rọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá ṣeré. Ó dẹ̀ gbà. Àtijọ́ tó yẹ ti débẹ̀. Mi ò gba mínísítà. Mi ò gba contract. Mi ì tọrọ ọbẹ̀. Mi ì tọrọ gàrí. Mi ì tọrọ fúra lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Mi ì dẹ̀ ìyàwó ń bẹ̀. Ó wá ní lọ́tẹ̀ yìí o. Yorùbá ló kàn. Tá a bá dẹ̀ sa Yorùbá náà, èmi ló kàn. Èmi ló kàn.
Tinubu said in this particular video that he made Buhari the president, that without him, Buhari would have not become the president of the country. Buhari did not take this statement lightly. These words did not sit well with the president. Then the president went further to say that nobody would be allowed to mobilize any thugs to ring these elections. This was what Buhari responded shortly after this statement by Tinubu was made.
So Nigerians should vote for whoever they like from whichever party. Nobody will be allowed to mobilize resources and thugs to intimidate people in any constituency. That's what I want to go down into Nigerian history for as a leader.
A lot of Nigerians were praising President Muhammadu Buhari for saying that there will be free, credible elections. But Tinubu sees this as a threat. I really don't know why Tinubu was so angry that, hey, why would the president say there will be free, credible elections? Why during your campaign we did not do it free, credible election? Tinubu went further to say that even if Buhari like it or not, that is going to become the president.
I'm going to win this election.
Buhari assumed, hey, maybe this guy think that with his money he can become the president. Buhari decided to change the naira note, and this is what happened next.
This change of currency, I think there will be people a lot of money. But time has been given from October to December, 3 months. Is enough, whatever money you have, to get it changed through a legal system. So I don't know why people are complaining about it.
So despite the complaint, there's no going back on the policy?
No, there's no going back. There's no going back. My aim is to make sure that Nigerians believe that we respect them as an administration.
According to the information we gathered last Tuesday, all the Progressive Congress APC presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu blasted the presidency for poor economic management. According to Tinubu, the poor handling of naira note economy has been seeing the president plunge the naira to record low, driving the naira from 200 per dollar in 2015 when President Muhammadu Buhari assumed office to 800 per dollar in the present 2023 in the parallel market.
Change and the torture move the exchange rate from 200 to 800. If they have repaired it, if they have arrested these, we won't be where we are today. We will be greater. They don't know the way. They don't know how to think. They don't know how to do.
On the Twitter, videos of his Calabar rally criticizing Buhari has been retweeted more than 1,000 times, with more than 230 quotes retweeted and more than 1,606 likes. This latest criticism comes days after he condemned Buhari-led federal government for masterminding the fuel scarcity situations and the CBN redesign of the Naira notes, which he suspected was part of a grand plan to jeopardize his chances of winning the 2023 February election. After the MKO Abiola Stadium speech in Abeokuta, the former Lagos state government said in Yoruba, "Let fuel be expensive, only they know where they keep it. Keep the petrol, keep the naira, we will vote and be elected." You may change the ink on the naira notes. What you expect will not happen. We will win. They thought they could cause trouble. They sabotage fuel, but with or without fuel, with or without motorcycles or tricycles, we will vote and win. This is superior revolutions. We will take over the government through our PVC. Even if they say there is no fuel, we will trek to the polling units, he added. On the other hand, in a recent interview on Channel Television Sunrise Daily program on Wednesday, Nasir El-Rufai, the Kaduna State governor and members of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Presidential Campaign Council (APC) PCC said that there were some elements in Nigeria presidential villa working against the ambitions of the party flag-bearer. The governor alleged that some elements in Aso Rock, having lost out in the primaries, were working hard to frustrate Tinubu. The former FCT ministers accused them of hiding behind the president's desire to do what he thinks is right.
I honestly don't know. I have not, for the past 3-4 years, I have stopped trying to understand how the federal government works. Okay? I just focused on trying to make my state work because that's my primary responsibility. There are some things that we agree with the president, and he says this will get done, and it doesn't get done. And those that refuse to get it done don't get punished.
So there are big questions when you say that. I mean, because right now people are wondering what is happening with your party's presidential campaign council. It doesn't appear that everybody is on the same page, singing from the same hymn sheet. So, for instance, if you have a president who is saying, I don't want to remove subsidy because it's going to hurt
the president is not on the ballot. The president has his tenure up to 29th May. He may not want to remove subsidy, but our party, if you look at our manifesto, we never promised that we are going to keep petroleum subsidy. We never did. Our party never promised that we'll redesign the currency. It's not in our manifesto.
Well,
you need to separate, okay, the personal decisions of some people in the villa from the manifesto of the party. It's important to understand that.
Is there a division? Because the people in the villa, some people will argue that they're part of your party.
No, most of them are not. That's what is interesting. Most of them are not.
Is there a division between those around the president and those within your party right now, which is affecting your party's presidential campaign council?
I believe there is. I believe that there are elements in the villa that want us to lose the elections because they didn't get their way. They had their candidate. Their candidate didn't win the primaries. And I think they are still trying to get us to lose the elections. And they are hiding behind the president's desire to do what he thinks is right. I'll give 2 examples. This petroleum subsidy, okay, which is costing the country trillions of naira, was something that we all agreed will be removed. In fact, I had a discussion with the president and showed him why it had to go, because how can you have a capital budget of 200 billion for federal roads and then spend 2 trillion on subsidy? This was a conversation I had with the president in 2021 when the subsidy thing started rising. He was convinced. We left. It changed. Everyone in the government agreed. It changed, okay? Secondly, the second example I will give is this currency redesign.
Well, in responding to what Nesi El-Rufai said, the federal government said, on a more serious note, one thing I can assure you is that no matter what, this administration is focused and determined to ensure a free and fair election. But I think within these administrations, the most important person is Mr. President. And I think he has shown by ways that indeed that he is committed to free, fair and credible election. And free, fair, credible elections actually means not in favoring anybody or disadvantaging anybody. And everywhere Mr. President goes, it makes that very clear. Even as recent as last Friday, when he was in Dura, he said the same thing.
Working against smooth transition of power. And they said the people are inside the villa. And we are all inside the villa, aren't we? Even plus including you. Now, no. No, see, on a more serious note, one thing I can assure you is that no matter who, this administration is focused and determined to ensure a free and fair election. And I think this administration and those that matter now, who was the most important person in this administration to me is Mr. President. And I think he has shown by words and by deed that he is committed to a free, fair, and credible election. And fair, free, and credible election actually means not favoring anybody or disadvantaging anybody. And everywhere he goes, he makes that very clear. Even as recently as Friday, when he was in Daura, he said the same thing. So if there's anybody who's working against any candidate, we don't know officially. Now, the other question about the Transparency International rating of Nigeria, and my position is the same. You see, we're not fighting corruption because we want to impress Transparency International or any organization whatsoever. Corruption fighting is not just by how many people have you arrested, how many people have you tried, how many people have you convicted. Of course, that even in that respect, we have a very impressive record. Is it EFCC? Is it ICPC? But you see, you should look at what we are doing even to make corrupt practices almost impossible or difficult. I'll just give you 2 examples.
Meanwhile, contrary to what President Muhammadu Buhari have done, Tinubu had promised that if he won the 2023 February 25th presidential elections, that he will make sure he removed the subsidy which President Muhammadu Buhari was not able to remove.
No matter how long you protest, though, we are going to remove subsidy. That is the truth. That is the truth. Unless you don't, I'm going to win this election.
Well, the Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the presidential candidate of All Progressive Congress, alleged that there is a grand plan concocted by some very powerful people in Aso Rock to cause a crisis that will lead to a postponement of the February 25th election in Nigeria. He expressed his concern at the presidential campaign rally at the Ekiti Parapor pavilions in Ado-Ekiti. They want to provoke you to violence so that the election will be disrupted and postponed, and they can cunningly introduce an interim government. That's their plot. But this will backfire because we are wiser, Tinubu added. He urged the large crowd of the supporters, however, to stand firm and resist any attempt by these powerful elements to deprive them of their right of voting. The former Lagos State governor advised the electorate to take advantage of the ongoing collections of permanent voters card (PVC) by the Independent National Electoral Commission's (INEC) to collect their PVC and ensure that these powerful individuals don't install interim government after causing a crisis. In the past weeks, Tinubu had expressed his disaffections over the poor handling of the fuel crisis and the cash crisis, alleging that all were plans to reduce his chances of winning. Details in the video. Alright guys, this is what I'm going to be ending the video today. Do you enjoy this particular video? If you do, please do not skip without you commenting your thoughts in the comment sections and give these videos a thumbs up. This is the only way you can support the growth of this channel. For all our returning subscribers who year to year or time to time always come to support the growth of our content, thank you very much. May God continue to bless you. Compliment of the season to all our viewers out there. We thank you very much for all your big support that you have given to this platform for making Plan B TV to work out. Thank you. Until we meet again, do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first person to be notified anytime we upload a new content. If you have not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please subscribe and be among the Plan B TV team. Thank you very much. Until we meet again. Peace out.
Don't forget to subscribe to get notified. And as you they share your support, now say God bless you too.
Sense on the bed.
Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV. Oh, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV.